All right, so let's take a look at what's actually happened. We've just had this relentless move up. Let's go look at this where we're at here. This is our daily chart. And this is an active pattern right now that has started to fulfill, and it's still in play. But let's look at what we've had happen. We had this big move, appears to be a big move, and we'll just look at what's actually where we've actually been. So let's take this, just check our retracement on this one. So we've come down to the 127 extension off of this bar down to here, and we would expect a hit going up. It's interesting, it did, let me edit this. It's interesting, it did hit this. We took out the low of this bar. We took out, I believe, the low of this bar. Let's see. Yeah, just by one handle. And notice the immediate pullback off of the low of this one. This pivot right here is 55.50. We're at 57, so we're right above this pivot. If we get above this opening of this bar, which is 60.50, if we get above 60.50, we're going to go up a little bit higher. Okay, so we've got in play now, since we've taken out the low of this bar, the low of this bar, even though it's just by a little bit, we've touched it. This is where we're at the moment. We're in this bar here up to the high, and all we've really done is go to the 382 and had a nice bounce. But at least it shows that we've taken out something here, so it shows there is the potential that could be for some more downside. This pattern that's over here is the high of this bar right here, which is 57.75. We can't ignore that. So that's a level that we have to watch. Let me just put a level there. All right, so we've gone down that. We've gone down that, and we're right at it right now. Let's see, this is 50. Okay, so we're right below it right now. Let's take this on a little bit smaller time frame. Let's see. Well, it's normal to get to the 50 and the 618. So we're down here 33. Here's the 44 level we talked about in those areas. We're looking at these right here. And this pivot here on the top is 53.50. This went to 48.50. Okay, so it came right to this bar. Yeah, okay, so it's touched the opening of this bar. This bar right here we're going to be watching. If this is a sell bar, if this was where they could accumulate shorts to go down, which it appears at this moment that's what we were doing, we would expect this to be able to have a small little retracement, or a retracement. Probably in this area here, all the way up to maybe even 70. That would be possible. It doesn't mean it's going to do it, but that would be. It's certainly not out of the realm of it. All right, so let me remove this. All right, so let's look at this on an hourly bar. What we've got going on. We see our 382 move down to the 127 of the bar from yesterday. And here we have a really nice big ABCD pattern going down. This is a very nice measured move. Had a retracement of the bar, but it looks like it's also down at the 127. Let's see what we got on this as far as the ABCD or measured move. Ooh, that's not good. Let's stay on this side. All right, perfect. We hit the 127 of this. So this is a pretty strong little pivot right at the moment, this low of this bar. But the projection would be to take this bar out after we move up some. So let's take and remove some of these lines. Leave our 382. Okay, so that's where we're at there. This bar, this 60-50, let's see, what do we get to there? That is a 60. Okay, so it hit that. 60-50 has been a pretty good pivot. It would not be unusual to see it go above there, but this bar right here is going to be a target to take this low out. Let's look at this from well, let's do this. Might be interesting. Now we're going to move that drawing. Let's look at this from this low to here. See what kind of measured move we got going back. Oh, wow, that's nice. The 127 is a 60-50. If we get back up there, this is going to be a possible reversal area to go short on. We have to watch it. If it gets much above this, we don't want to get any further than right here. This is about as high as we should get if we're going down. 62.50 area, something like that. So that's probably what we're looking at. If we get a move back up and a move down, that would be very reasonable. So this probably, well, we'll just have to see, but this is very practical. If we're going to stay down, we're not going to go over the top of this bar. Or we shouldn't get over the top of this bar too readily. I'm sorry, not this bar. Excuse me, we'll ignore that for a moment. I'll show it in a few minutes. Okay. All right, let me pause this for a second. All right, so here's the little swing we're in an hourly basis, just from this low of 3302-ish area to 3382 high. We've got a really nice move back down. If this is just simply a move up into a wave 3 and we have this as a wave 4, then we're going to be going up, searching higher. Whether that does that today or over the next few days, whatever, that's certainly within the feasibility of what's going on. Let me remove this. Okay, so we've got some pivots, 60-50 over it and back down would be a short possible. This area right here, this 57.75 is an area to keep an eye on. We're right at it right now. That's the high of this big pattern. It's not unusual for a pattern to get a move up. Here's the swing we've got with it. It came down to the T1, which was 3302. It's close enough to call it that. So let's look at this. Let's look at this section for just a moment. So we've got from here up to here. The movement's down. Okay, so we've got that one. That is where we have our movement. So we hit the 382, we bounced. It's always very logical to get to the 618. So 618, the 50 in these areas. So we're looking at this. The logic behind this at this moment, what I'm looking for, let me move this, adjust this, take the 618, make it a 50. Let's remove these. This is the target that I'm looking at right at the moment, and if we look at this from this standpoint, we need it to go somewhere. Let's see, we got 127. Okay, if we got up to around 70-ish, which I don't, who knows what we're going to do. All right, we're just going to look at this for the moment. We put it here to 60-50. That should be a little bit of a target. All right, down in these areas. So this would be the logical target, the same thing. Somewhere towards the 5-0. There's a lot of support there. Somewhere in this area that's around 44, 45, 43, something like that. That would make a lot of sense. Let me pause this for just a moment. So as we look at that, this is a pivot. We've just made a newer pivot. These are going to be targets. Now, whether they're targeted right now, that's another story. We're going to take this up and look at it from a 15-minute. It made a nice move down. We've broken some levels of support. This was certainly a target here. We've got this. Let's see where this is hitting at. Okay, these are pivot targets. So we've got this here looking, going possibility of up or down, which way we're going. So let's look at this first from here. Let's look at our ABCD up off of this 15-minute and see where the potential is. This is a pretty strong little bottom here for the moment. All right, so up into this area, very possibly going to get over the 60-50. Very possibly get up into the 67. So 70 should be the area that we don't go above, somewhere in that area. But this can certainly go up into these areas a little bit more. Into here would be 63. 63 should contain where we're at. So the possibility of this pattern completing, getting up into this area here and then back down. If we do that, the move back down below 60-50 would be a potential short. If we get below this 57.75 again, and we're still below it, so this may not come up here. This could just simply turn around. So remove this. Move this. I'm going to put a right here a potential target. That's very real that this can get up into there. And let me just do one more real quick just to check. Okay, so that's possible. If this holds and it gets above these points here, it's going to go up. If not, let's remove this to get it out of the way. Okay, so we're going to be looking at this to come back down. It did move to the 618, okay. Moved up. This one here has not come down yet, so we're looking at this. Okay, here's the support. This was a 618 retracement. Okay, this may retrace down about 53, 54. If this holds, here, and we do that, then we could go up to this possibility. These are going to be a target somewhere. These equal lows down here, 52.25, 52.50, 52.25. Okay, these are going to be potential targets. If this was buying here, then we should not get down, we should probably get down into the 54. Okay, this is what I'm looking at right now, possibility. This can get down to about 54, 50, yeah, somewhere in this area. If we get down to this bar and it holds and we don't take out these, then this is potential to come down here, go at least take out this level here, somewhere in this vicinity, and then the potential is back down like this. This bar has a pivot with a potential marker on it to go down, and this is going to be a target. Getting down this low, they didn't finish whatever they're doing down here probably, but for part of the day, this is going to be the area that if we get down to it, we're going up. If this holds, but we got to break through some of this. So right now we're doing these pivots. These are going to be pivots that go up and down around until one of them clearly breaks. That's what I see at the moment. It's not a great analysis because we have so many potential, but we did break some support last night, and all we really did was come down and take out this bar here. So this low of 57.50 is our 382. We broke that and right back above it. So this is going to take some effort to get down below or here, but this is a target, and we have a potential of getting down into this 44 area. That's my bigger target ultimately, but with all this move down, it's very likely to have some type of retracement. And let's just see what we got. Oh, that'd be perfect. Right up into here, above this, the 382, just a little above, and then back down. So this 382, which is 61.50, this 60.50, this 62 or 63 area, this right in here is a potential target if we get a move up. Somewhere right here. So somewhere up in here, if this, I'd like to see this hit off of here, go up, take this out, and then roll back over. We'd have a really nice play, and then we'd have a that'd be a pretty symmetrical move. And that would make a nice sell Gartley somewhere in this 60, 50, 61, 62 range. Somewhere in here is very, very possible to get in. And then, but this bar, unless we really get up here and get above all these areas here, this bar should be taken out somewhere. I'm not saying today, tomorrow, but it should be taken out somewhere. It might be overnight tonight if we get up into some of these areas. Or we get here and we get a move down, it can certainly go down. We'll see what's going on. So watch the pivot at 57.75, 60.50, and the longer term range for now is to get down into this 44 area after we get some kind of a sell pattern up here is what I'm looking for. If it turns and breaks this, we might just have a deeper move down into here and then come back up into a target. But this is what I'm looking at for right now. This is February 13th, 2020 at 7:46 a.m.